So ESFRI has gone through an assessment of the maturity of all of the projects on the roadmap, and as part of the process of putting new projects on, we've carefully looked at their scientific quality and also their project readiness. That means, do they have management in place? Do they have funding? Do they have a schedule? Do they have what you might call a business plan? And we've identified a number of areas where existing projects have had trouble. A lot of them around stakeholder engagement, and especially in getting the confidence of governments to invest. And of course, the recognition for any big research infrastructure is highly dependent upon government investment in the construction costs and the subsequent operations costs. So when we put this new roadmap together this year, we made sure that projects that coming to us had at least 3 governments supporting them at the start. And some people ask, why did you do that? Isn't that setting a barrier very high? But our observation is that is something it's a conversation that should start early. When a research infrastructure trying to put together pan-European collaboration in science, it's very hard to do that without the support of governments and eventually the funders. So to start that conversation early, to facilitate that discussion, and ESFRI, I think, has helped new projects interact with governments by providing a forum to do that, and it's very important that that conversation continues. We've noted that a lot of the projects that are coming to us now are distributed research infrastructures. That's an important new way of creating research infrastructures in areas like environment, healthcare, and energy that bring together a number of national research capabilities into something larger. But we also note that there needs to be a very clear understanding of what is the role of the central hub in those kind of distributed research infrastructures, how much funding flows to the center, and how are the roles and responsibilities of the different parts of the management in a distributed research infrastructure put together. So those problems are important to be addressed early. Our implementation working group plans to continue to monitor the progress of all of the projects, even the existing ones on the roadmap, the ones that are already landmarks, to make sure that they continue to deliver excellent science and they continue to be supported, but also to help the new projects move towards implementation as rapidly and appropriately as possible. And we've already provided a lot of feedback to the projects which applied for the roadmap, both the ones that were successful and in fact the ones that were ultimately unsuccessful, to make sure that they can benefit from the experiences of other projects. We are arranging a series of workshops to bring together the experience from existing successful ESFRI projects so that the new proposals that have come to us can learn from those that have already been successful, and they won't have to solve all of the problems independently and separately.